It's been the tagline of this channel for some time now. Make the music you love and make music income. And yes, those two things can go together. I do exactly that, and I am taking steps to do even more. And I know hundreds of people who do it too. I'm actually finding it harder and harder to make music that I don't love. Do you ever feel like this? Those of us who work with briefs or things clients ask for know the feeling. Some are happy to do it, especially those early in their careers and hungry. But my hunger has changed from wanting to make money for things clients want to wanting to make the music that I love that just comes out of me as a composer. I want to be a true composer, composing things that my mind is telling me to do, that my heart wants to do, melodies that I can't get out of my head, things that come to me. I want to produce those things. Music that's not from a brief. If it's like for an album, I'm going to create an album of marching band music, or I'm going to create an album of Christmas dramedy. I might follow some rules or some guidelines as far as what kind of instruments to use, but I'm going to try to create from my brain something unique and something fun. Now, at the end, a client could say, this is not what I want, or a library could say, this is not what I want. But guess what? I'm okay with that. And really, this is the concept of this whole channel, that I can make just what I want to make, and then I can go and make income from it. And that's the way I would like things to roll and get more and more towards 100%, as much as that can be, as my career continues to develop. And here's the thing. I think you can do it too. So, I always have free stuff for you guys, and today is no exception. As a matter of fact, this might be the biggest free thing that I have for you, and it's something I call streams. I've really designed this to be like a teaching community where I can really talk about making the music you love and making music income. It's super important to me, and so I just wanted something that was different than Discord. And so you can see it here. This is Music Income Streams. This is what it looks like when you go to the page, musicincomestreams.com. And then you just go down here and you join at where it says free. Now you can join the other tiers, but we're not ready for that yet. That'll be starting in January. So right now, just click for free, go in and join. Look what you see here. You get to see the stuff that I offer for free. All of the free stuff is here. You don't even have to go to the website. Also, all the things we talk about are here. Plus, we've got polls that we're doing. We've got just questions and people talking back and forth and people showing off their songs. We've got so much happening here on streams, and we're just about to hit 100 members. Now, we're so close to 100 members, we're about 10 to 15 away. So here's what I want you to do. Go join at musicincomestreams.com. The 100th person who joins streams will get 50% off my course, any level of the stock market course. I'll give you a coupon for 50% off any level, whether it's the level that is just the regular course or it's the level that's the course and a 1-hour consult with me. I mean, the deal is incredible, and for 50% off, it would be even more incredible. So, and just FYI, you should join streams and try to get that 50% off it, but you can go take the introduction for free of the course if you go to makemusicincome.com/stock market. So there's so many free things. What are you doing here? Wait, watch the rest of this video, then go down below, join streams. You may want to go join streams now and just pause the video. I'll wait. I'll just wait. Pause. Okay, so hopefully you've joined streams now. The 100th person is going to get 50% off my stock market course, any level that we have there. So join streams, go take the introduction of the course for free, do something, make the music you love. And by the way, let's talk about that now. So let's talk about making the music you love. This seems like the hardest part for a lot of people. In fact, making music seems to be the hardest part for a lot of people. You really want to make music that you hope moves other people, but the pressure is pretty high. How do you create something great? Well, the first thing that you have to do is create something that moves you. Quincy Jones said, "I just go by the goosebumps I get when I hear the music. If the music moves me, it'll move somebody else too. If it doesn't move you, but you think it might move someone else, that just doesn't work. I truly believe that you can't market music that you don't believe in. I think it's impossible. If I'm going to sell or market something, I better believe it's the absolute best thing that I could make, and it better be something I love. To me, the most important thing is not the sale. It's not the use. It's not what the client gets and their happiness. Sorry, all of you out there, and don't tell my clients, by the way. The most important thing is that final listen when I can sit back and go, yes, that's it. I love that. Or I can come back to it days, months, years later and say, oh, yeah, that I am so happy I made that. That just does something for me. And don't tell me you don't listen to your own music, because I know you do. And again, there are people that I know very well that are going to say, this is not needed. You don't need to love the music you make. And most of the YouTubers will say this that are in this space. They will say, make what the client needs and make money. I get that. It is a thing. I've done it for 30 years. But I don't want to do it anymore. So what if you make something, you know it kind of works, but you're not pleased with it? Well, there's two options. Number one, make it better. Keep revising it. Keep working on it and find the right sounds or whatever is needed to get it there. Or maybe put it away for a while and come back to it and listen to it with fresh ears a week or two later. It's part of my assembly line method, which I'm going to be getting to very soon on my composing channel. Or another way to take a song and make it into something that you absolutely love is to get help.
Hey, let's do get help.
What?
Get help.
No.
Come on, you love it.
I hate it.
It's great. It works every time.
It's humiliating.
Do you have a better plan?
No.
We're doing it.
We are not doing Get Help.
Find people to work with on it. Find people who are better than you, who are different than you, and get them involved in it and get their unique talents on it. This may include players, co-writers, engineers, singers, just somebody that brings something to the song and you're like, ah, that was it. Now I'm really loving this. Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. I have found this to be a game changer in my professional career and my composing career. Don't be afraid to not be the end-all, be-all producer or artist. A lot of times in a lot of the music that we are making for libraries or we're making for licensing, there's this thought that you have to be this lone wolf guy who's super talented at all the things so you can make all the money and all that kind of stuff. But I have to tell you, many of the best things I have ever made were accomplished using great players, great singers, great engineers, and great studios, things that I couldn't just get right in this room. And don't fret if you need help producing great art. Not everyone was meant to be an amazing player, an amazing singer, an amazing arranger, amazing orchestrator, amazing producer and recording engineer, and a marketer and a networker. And what if you reached out to some friends for help or to some professionals for help? There's a video coming soon to my channel about Sound Better. Go to soundbetter.com and find some people to work with. You'd be surprised that you could find some good quality people for not much money if you needed help with guitars or with mixing or with singing. I use Sound Better all the time and I'm using it this week. Maybe you have the musical talent and a friend or someone else has the technical talent and you can work together and split it 50-50 or whatever you feel the right split is. Above all, just make the music that you love, however that needs to get done. I'm going to dive into more tips on how to do this in later videos and on my other channel, Hello Composers. Okay, so now that you have the music you love, let's figure out how to make music income with it. Yeah, if you think it's hard to make the music you love, how in the world do you make income with it? Well, lucky for you, that's why this whole channel exists. Recently, as you know, I've been finishing up basically a 2-year focus on non-exclusive stock music and micro licensing sites. And I'm still involved in it because you won't make anything unless you commit to it long term. And you know what? Let's start there. I've been working helping musicians, artists, songwriters, and composers grow since the early 90s. That's literally 30 years. Now that's commitment to a craft, even though there are some times when I thought I should be committed. Peter Drucker, who is an author and management consultant, says, unless commitment is made, there are only promises and hopes, but no plans. A lot of people come to me with the music they make, or they want help making music, and they promise to really get the music out there, and they're so fired up, and they just want to find success. They're going to take the world by storm with their music. And they speak about it like it has no chance to fail because, well, we're making it. That's what happened with clients for years. But in reality, only a very few, like 5%, have a plan to really get out there and market their music. Or I should say the fire in their belly to get out there and do it. But the ones that do commit, they make the commitment to putting the music out at any cost, including their time and their money. And they do it month after month, year after year. These are the people who have long careers in music, as music artists, as music composers, doesn't matter. And the reason that they have success is because they were committed before the process even got it started. And they were committed to seeing it through, and they kept with it even during the down periods, even when things got depressing or hard, they still kept at it. For instance, if you are doing what I'm doing, which is making music and trying to get it into different libraries or getting it into some kind of television show or being available for YouTubers to use or putting it out to streaming, you've got to put as much energy in getting it out to those libraries and getting it out to those sites and getting it out to Spotify and all the DSPs as you do making the music. There's got to be time for all of that work, getting it out there so it can be heard and then make music income. If you are not, and guess what, I am as guilty as anybody about this, you won't see the results you want. You'll wonder if your music's any good and why aren't people watching or listening, but it's really that you just need to be pushing it harder and getting it out there. And all of those mechanisms are there for the taking. They're waiting for you to use them, whether they be libraries, whether they be streaming sites that you can put your music onto, whether it be pitching to libraries, whether it be just putting them in libraries you're already in, you just need to do it. Now, this is an important part I'm about to talk about here. I want to talk about quality and quantity. Both of these are super important, not just one. In almost every music income source, probably every music income source, having a lot of quality music trumps having less. Notice what I said, a quantity of quality music. So you have a lot of good quality music that's getting out there that you love. Quantity without quality makes it really tough to succeed with a boatload of average sounding music. And having just a few songs is a real hindrance towards having a lot of possibilities for your music, and especially with income. You've heard the term more is more. Well, less is less. I couldn't find a pithy quote for this, but it's pretty much common sense. Have more product than the next person equals winning. But where to put my quantity of quality music, you say? Well, there are courses and directories for this sort of thing. I've got one, by the way. And in fact, there is a vast internet, I'm not sure if you've heard of the internet, of information on where to put all of your music. We don't really depend on things like the Songwriters Market 1988 to tell us where to go pitch our music. And even if those books existed now, they'd probably be out of date by the time you got them. We have instantly accessible videos like this one, blog posts, podcasts, and more at our fingertips than anyone has had in the history of time. But will we work at it? Will we take the same effort to make the music that we love, to market the music we love? And there lies the inherent problem that we started with. What if you have great music, but you can't produce it like you hear it in your head? What if you have great music, but no one hears it because you can't find the right ears to listen to it? Now, you need to understand that everyone has these problems, not just you or me. So first things first, make the music you love. If you're not doing that, then you probably won't end up being very happy in this. It'll be just a job to you. And then find out where you can make music income. And there's a plethora, I like that word, a plethora of videos on this very channel about where to send things, how to send things. There's courses, there's ebooks, there's all sorts of stuff. As usual on this channel, I'm going to help you find lots of ways to take the music that you've made, music that you love, and get it out there and make music income for you. If you feel like you're just stuck, you're not making the music you love, you're not alone. You've got to work towards doing that. Make music that you love, that comes from inside you, and then use resources like this channel and courses and ebooks and consulting, and get working today so that you can make the music you love and make music income. I hope this has helped you today. Here's another video that might just help you as well. Thanks for watching.